Guys, hear me? I started talking. For our panelists, just give us a minute. The guys on our back end are checking the YouTube link for the challenge. I think they have fixed it now. So you guys can hear me loud and clear, right? Ayomide, has it been fixed?
Yes, YouTube has been fixed and we can move on now.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. For everyone joining in, so sorry. Technology can have its challenges sometimes, especially at such beautiful event that we're about to have. Notwithstanding that, we are moving ahead. Our tech team has helped us resolve the issue. So, Mr. Collins from Baobab, please, the floor is yours. So sorry for the time, but they have been fixed. The people on YouTube could not hear us for a moment, and so we had to try and quickly solve that. Mr. Collins.
Okay, no problem, sir. Good afternoon once again. I think this evening already. Good evening once again. So as I said, we are trying to introduce my company. I said I'm from Baobab Microfinance Bank. And Baobab is a multinational finance institution founded in 2005 by Planet Finance. We have affiliates all over Africa. We have of course, here in Nigeria, we have in Madagascar, Senegal, Tunisia, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, DRC Congo, Tunisia, Mali. We also have in China and all that. Our general head office is in Paris, France, while our Africa head office is in Dakar, Senegal. We came to Nigeria in 2009. We started as microcredit. However, later we started in Kaduna. 7 years later, we obtained a national license that enabled us to move to all the 36 states of the Federation. In 2018, we changed our name from microcredit to Baobab to reflect our new identity. And since we've been getting Baobab in Nigeria, we currently have more than 30 branches. We have in Lagos, we have in Ibadan, we have in Kwara State, we have in Abuja, we have in Kaduna, of course, that's where we started from. We have in Niger State, we have in Just, like that. Then our journey so far, we started as an incorporated unit microfinance, which I've explained before. From a unit bank, we obtained a state license. From state license to a national license. Currently, as we speak, we have license to operate all over the Federation, like I've explained before. Our staff strength, we have almost 700 staffs. We have over 300,000 customer base. Then our loan customers are a little above 30,000 rather. Our loan disbursement, as at last month, we've disbursed over 140 billion naira. Our total deposits stood at 15 billion as we speak now. Permit me to add, we are also one of the very few microfinance that have met the CBN recapitalization of 5 billion. As our last month also, our capitalization, our deposit base is 5.78 billion. Of course, we are CBN regulated. Our external auditors rather are PwC. We are also NDIC insured and all that. About Baobab Group, like I said, Baobab Group is a global network owned by Planet Finance. We provide financial services to the unserved and underserved. We have over 425 financial entrepreneurs in our loan book and over 4,000 to 5,000 employees generally. The vision, what are the vision of Baobab Nigeria? Our vision is to be the preferred financial partners, helping customers, stakeholders, and communities achieving their full potentials in Nigeria. Of course, we have a mission, and our mission is to build customers' loyalty, increase shareholders' value and employee satisfaction by providing innovative products and services in Nigeria. Our core values are simplicity, we are as simple as possible. Proximity, we are very, very close to our clients, our customer base. We are creative, we are reliable, of course, we are vitality. We pump life to our customers. We are also transparent. Transparency, these are our very core value. Our social mission is job creation, transfer of technical know-how to staff, contribute to industry, consolidation and professionalism, poverty eradication, very, very important, financial services to the unbanked and underbanked, very, very important as well. We have a couple of awards, but the most recent is the Business Day Award, which we won earlier this year as the MSME Microfinance Bank of the Year. So we are the medium, small scale and micro enterprise bank of the year. This is like our own Grammy for everybody that covers a financial institution. Bank and other financial institution award is like our own Grammy, and Baobab won the MSME Microfinance Bank of the Year. We have other awards which time will not permit me to go into. We, of course, the African Brand Most Innovative Money Lending Platform of the Year in 2022. We won that one. The Business MFE Bank have said that. The ISC Best Employer in Training Contribution in Kaduna 2001. We won that. These are the most recent of all our awards. African Brand Most Innovative Money Lending Platform of the Year, Award 2022. Then Great Place to Work Certification 2022. We pride ourselves in having one of the most conducive working atmosphere and environment. What are our products? Are we, like I said initially, or like we are all aware, we offer financial services. We have savings and deposits. We also do loans and advances. We also have digital channels. We do transfers. We also do insurance. Our product and service offering, credit. We offer highly customized mini microloans and SME credit facilities ranging from 20,000 naira to 50 million naira. Loans can be granted as little as 72 hours, that's 3 days. Interest rates are very competitive with flexible tenors ranging from 1 to 24 months, depending on your needs. Retail offering, our retail offering include current accounts, savings account, and fixed deposit, which allows our clients gain attractive interest rates. Insurance also, we do insurance. We make provision for loan insurance to cater for unforeseen risk and all that. Transfer services, we provide accessibility by enabling the transfer of funds within Baobab Nigeria to third-party banks. I've said this before, we give from 20,000 to 50 million within 72 hours. Trust me, I'm not kidding when I say so. We also have our housing loan. We assist clients who have housing projects they want to carry on by providing soft and cheap loans for them. We also have our digital channel. We have ATMs. We also have POS. Permit me to also add, this year we are one of the only 3 banks selected by the federal government to disburse their National Youth Empowerment Fund all over the Federation, which is another testament to our ability and our capability. We also engage in corporate social responsibilities, very key. We do as little as, I don't want to say as much as we can, as little as resources and time can permit. We visit schools, orphanages, markets, or that we provide communities, or we borehole, we stock some laboratory for schools and all that. These are some of the things we do. We also have what we call customer forum, which we do at least twice a year, where we have an interactive section with our customers. We hear them, we get feedback from them to help us also improve our business, because we are here to serve them. And of course, we also award our outstanding customers. We have gifts and other things we do for them, as the slide showed. So we are very visible. We have our contact details on the screen. For those of us that might be, want to ask, how do I reach you guys and all that? So we have 07000 Baobab for those that want to call us. Our email, customercare@baobabgroup.com. Also have our website, www.baobabgroup.com/ng. So we have our head office in Kaduna, Ahmadu Bello Way, 16E to be precise. Then our HQ annex is in Lagos, Muritala Muhammad Way, Yaba, number 360 also. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you so much, Mr. Collins. That was a wonderful presentation. We're going to put together every question that comes in from now to about 10-15 minutes time, and then we would send them over to you. Thank you so much for the presentation. So right about now, we are going to have D Farms. D Farms, are we still together? Are we still here?
No. So sorry for you to cut in. I just spoke with D Farms were actually an invited group. They were not scheduled to speak, but the resource person has just called in and he'll be joining in soon. But in the meantime, can we get questions from the audience that we can ask to Baobab, and then he can give us cogent answers? I have about 2 or 3. So to kickstart the conversation, Baobab, I know you sent us your requirements and list, which we have not shared with the participant until we're ready after this webinar. We would give to all those who attended and everything. So what is it like? What are the process? Can you give us like a process as to maybe a farmer that wants to expand his farm and needs let's say 5 million? Let us make it conversational. What are these processes that person must do to then access 5 million, and what are involved, and are there any leeways to some of these things?
Okay, I'm gonna be very direct. First of all, to qualify for our loan, you must have a business. When I say business, it might be you should have a need for it. Maybe you're into production, services, trade, or whatsoever. Then in your business, you must have been in that business also for at least 12 months. That's a year. You must also have been in your location for at least 12 months as well. These are the basic. If all these requirements are met, or if you tick all the boxes correctly, then depending on the size and nature of your business, I've said it before, we give from 20 to 50 million. We have a lot of clients who are into agro product, agro-allied, and other. Those are those cashew import, exportation, those that are into timber, those that do piggery, poultry, and all that. Then, so what you need, if you take the initial boxes I raised, you need for do basic KYC. You provide us a passport photograph, a valid ID, and your utility. You provide us 2 guarantors to give us passport, ID, and utility as well. Then you provide what we call a co-debtor. Some people call it next of kin. That co-debtor should be a family relative, or maybe spouse for those that are married, or a very close relative for those maybe that are not married or however, because we don't actually discriminate. So if we have these things, you also give us your bank statement for those that have bank statement. I understand not everybody has bank statement, but if you have, it makes the job easier as well. But if you don't have, that doesn't exclude you. We also look at it, we see what we can do. So these are the basic requirements. Then of course our loans are collateralized, but we have very soft and flexible collateral depending on the amount you wanted to access. So for someone taking 2 million, 3 million. So maybe your equipment can stand. We don't take it. You don't need to come and deposit it with us. Maybe you just give us evidence of ownership and you, how will I put it? You keep it with us for the tenure of the loans. These are basic things we do, and it's standard practice. So there are not things that are outrageous or difficult or out of the moon. Thank you. I don't know if I correctly answered your question.
Thank you so much, Baobab. I think that fully answers the question. Another question from me is: do Baobab have any sectoral preferences? Traditional banks, try to be discriminating sometimes, and they have sectoral preferences. That's okay. We're not investing here. We're not giving loans here. Can we say that for Baobab, all sectors are open when it comes to funding access?
Yes, if you recollect, our key clients or our target are the unbanked and underbanked sector of the economy. So we want to do something different from the conventional banking system.
Okay.
So I think that is even our major focus. However, there must be a
Hello, sir, we can't hear you anymore.
Sorry, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I'm not sure it's from my side.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry, where did I stop? Where did you stop hearing me?
You just started to answer the question.
Okay, let me just run through. Okay, like I said, as if you go through our product profile, you see that our core targets.
Hello, sir, can you hear me?
Sir, I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me. I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you now. You went off a bit.
Okay. So like I was saying, I said our targets clients are the underbanked and unbanked, or if I might put it another way, the underserved and the unserved sector of the economy. So we try to do something different from the conventional traditional banks. We look at those that don't have direct access to financial services and try to bridge the gap between they and funding for their business. However, for you to access our loan, you must have an existing business, a running business per se. Our loan is not a consumption loan. Maybe you just need loan to feed and all that. But if you have a business that is up and running with viable means of repayment, of course, why not? We serve you.
All right, thank you so much. Already we're beginning to have interesting questions from the audiences on YouTube. The first person says that, what is the interest rate for loans?
Okay. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, kindly go on, sir.
Okay, we don't have a specific interest rate. However, be rest assured, our rates are very competitive. Why I say we don't have specific interest rate is depending on the amount you want to access. We have different rates for different amounts. So we have from 2.5% to 5%, depending on the loan amount you're looking at and the tenure. So I can't tell you this is, it's not a fixed rate for all loan amounts. Of course, you agree with me. Somebody accessing 20,000 and somebody accessing 50 million will not take loan on the same rate. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Really, very wonderful answer. Someone else just asked, as part of, the discussion we had, that these were our customers. So somebody is saying that, how can they access the loans through Afrimash?
Okay, Baobab and Afrimash are working towards a partnership. I think that's one of the things that gave birth to this webinar. By the time we conclude, Afrimash can stand as a referrer or a referencing. So maybe they introduce the client to us. Of course, we attend to our clients individually. Of course, we can work in something where maybe Afrimash will have to vent them and guarantee them, but it makes the process seamless and a little bit faster. So when we conclude that, we Afrimash, we can channel it through Afrimash, where there's not like a third party, or let's say a referral scheme. They refer clients to Baobab, which we give priority to and treat expressly. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that. A quick follow-up to that answer for the person who asked this on YouTube. If you are listening and you're hearing me, thank you for your question. And, you know, like we have said in the first time around, that by the end of this month, we would have solidified all partnerships with our partner, our financial partner, and we will give you the full information on how to go about accessing loan facilities through Afrimash when the time is ready. And please do not also forget, let me chip this in if you are listening to my voice, that you can only be granted this opportunity if you are a paid member of the Afrimash membership plan. We have a membership plan which we have been sharing to all of you, our customers, and we thank you for some of you who have joined our membership plan, and we look forward to helping you scale and grow in the nearest future. Thank you so much, Mr. Collins from Baobab. There are still more questions. I don't know. Are you open to getting more questions, Mr. Collins?
Yeah, I don't know how many.
Mr. Collins, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, I don't know how many.
Okay, let's just do a.
But we can run.
Yeah, let's just. Okay. Let's just run through some of them, and then we'll call it a day for you. Okay, so I'll leave over to Finyi, so that Finyi.
Thank you very much, sir. One of the questions here, a farmer says, farmer who wants to expand and does not have collateral, how can they access the funding without collateral? And yes, basically talking about farmers who wish to expand, questioning about collateral, you know, for someone who owns a backyard farm and wishes to expand, does not have collateral to present for the loan.
Okay. Sometimes when we talk of collateral, people think you must have a house in Banana Island or you must have a private jet to stand as collateral. Depending on the loan amount, your household equipment can stand as collateral. Your TV, your television, your radio sets can stand as collateral. For a farmer, some of us have equipment. You can use that as collateral. We are not depriving you of using it. You just domicile the document with us. You also made mention of farm. The farm is a place. Once you have complete document for it, it can stand as collateral. You don't need to start running head task. And again, if at all you feel you don't have, you can get somebody to pledge on your behalf. So we are that flexible. So it must not mean you must go to BGC or Ikoyi to acquire a property before you can access facility from Baobab. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I like to believe our viewers understand the answer to that question. Lastly, well, maybe not last question, but at least for now, what's the processing time for farmers that own poultry farms and wish to access this loan? A number of them are poultry farmers with small farms, and well, with the time lag between how their collateral, getting their collateral and accessing the loan, what's the time frame, give or take?
Okay, operationally, we have a 72 hours mandate if all your documents are complete. So for we to help you, you need to help us. Once your documentations are complete, and what are these documentations? I've said it before, they are not something out of the blue. ID card, passport, photograph, utility. When we say ID card, we mean any valid means of identification, voter's card, national ID card, driver's license, international passport. They can stand as ID card. So they are as simple as that. Utility, of course, all of us have one or two utility that we get. If it might not be NEPA bill, some people say, what of my area, there's no light and all that. You pay security bill, you pay levies. Even if you don't have that, you can always walk around it. So this is not rocket science. Passport photograph. Of course, everybody should have a passport. This is a digital world. With your phone, you can snap yourself and go to business center with 200 naira and print these things. So these things are not something out of the blues. They are not something difficult to get. Then bank statement for those that have their businesses are registered. We need photocopies of the document, not even the original. We might need the original for citing, but the photocopy will take. So you can even snap on your phone and send to us, and we do our validation, our verification and all that. So these things are not that difficult. If we have all these things, 72 hours, believe you me, is even too much. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Collins, over to you.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Please, can you?
Yeah, the questions are, for now, the questions have ceased, and I'm pretty sure we're going to put some together before the end of the meeting so that our customers will be
Okay.
all questions answered
All
at
right.
the end. So you can just carry on for now.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Collins. It was really interesting to have you on board. Thank you for having questions. DFARM says, can the loan process and the application be posted? DFARM, not yet per se, because when the time comes, we want to have these customers go through Afrimash kind of. So it will not be posted here, but we can have a conversation about this later after the webinar. Thank you so much, Mr. Collins. It was really great having you here. And we look forward to a wonderful partnership and you helping our customers to scale and grow in their business. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
Any word from you? Okay. All right.
God.
You may want to. Mr. Adeyemi Oluwaseun.
They pay 25.
Mr. Adeyemi Oluwaseun, can you
Yes, sir.
please mute your? Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Collins. You can still stay till the end of the webinar, or there are more questions that will be coming, and maybe we'll get to say final words. Thank you so much. And I would like to introduce Mr. Aki Fatoki. If you are still here on the YouTube and you asked your questions, at this point, we will just take a small time to say thank you. I hope you have learned enough from Baobab. We'll be sharing his slides to you after this webinar so that you can know more. And your questions, should you still have them, you can put them on the YouTube chat and it will be asked here. Thank you so much for your attendance. We do not take you for granted. And it is our hope to help you scale and grow by introducing you to concepts and realities and financial partners that can help you scale and grow. Now we are moving on to the next panelist who will take us on farm management, what it means to actually manage a farm, the things that you should look out for, the things that you should do or not do. In not short a while, I'll give the floor to Mr. Aki Fatoki and for him to take the floor and express himself. Please listen attentively, enjoy the session, note down your questions, and we'll ask it of him, and he would give us the best answers that can enable all farmers can scale and grow and become profitable in the nearest future. And so with those few short words, I would like to introduce Mr. Aki Fatoki. Are you here, sir? Mr. Aki Fatoki, you can unmute yourself. Mr. Aki Fatoki, can you hear me?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much.
Hey, sorry, can you hear me, please? The network is terrible on my end.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear, right? Yes, good afternoon.
Yes.
My name is Dr. Afrimash. I'm a poultry veterinarian. So, the past couple of minutes that you guys have spoken, I've missed them due to my bad network. If not for me, can you hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Hello?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
We can hear you, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you hear us?
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Hello, sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir. Hello, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Hello? Hello, everyone. Hello? Hello, everybody.
Hello, Mr. Aki. Can you hear us?
Hello?
You can kindly give us a minute,
Hello.
please, as we sort out whatever network or technical issues going on. Thank you very much for your patience.
Hello everyone.
We can hear you, sir. Please do go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So good evening. My name is Dr. Akin. Hello.
Can everyone hear Doctor?
Yes, we can hear him loud and clear.
Can everyone hear Dr. Aki?
Yes, we can hear him.
So good evening everybody. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, I'm Dr. Akin. I've been working in the poultry industry for the past 4 years now. More specifically broilers. So today, then this evening, I'm giving a lecture on hello.
Doctor, we can hear you, doctor. Just go ahead.
Yes, yeah. So good evening. I prepared a slide for layer production. I didn't know I was going to talk about for all poultry production. So probably let me just share the one we need. So if you can view the slide, it makes it better.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's fine.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm having a lot of problems with my device. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Perfect. Yes, so like I said earlier, I'm going to share a document. But this is basically for poultry and for layer production. So probably some other time I'll communicate broiler. Uh, exactly. Oh, sorry. It's not supported. Um, so probably I might be showing you my screen here. So let me just start with layer production. We all know what. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. You can see this. Hello.
We can see your screen, but are you using your phone to join in?
Yes, my phone. Yes, my phone. My I don't know, the video on my
Yeah.
system is having problems, so I cannot join the video with my system. I think
Well,
it's a
if it's going to be
self-recording.
stable, I think.
We have to put the camera up in the system right now, so for everyone to see.
Um,
Yeah, so
no
before
problem.
starting the farm,
Just you.
before
So
starting anything in poultry, there are a lot of things to consider. It's not just that. I probably have the knowledge of poultry. My parents did poultry, or I have someone that's doing it, or bad experiences. Sorry, the network. Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah.
Kindly hold on, everyone. We are having a technical issues. In the next 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, we'll be back online. Sorry about that.
Hello, so sorry. So sorry for the break in transmission. Yes, as I was saying earlier, I'm sending the platform to check so we can all have the file available for all of us. So as I was saying earlier, Poultry production is just basically more than I have an idea. There are other things involved: capital, expertise, vaccination. You still need the help of the vet to support you, no matter the knowledge things you have. So because hello, 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 yeah. So I think firstly I'm going to talk about layer production. So in poultry, raising raising egg laying beds for purpose of commercial production is zero purpose of layer production. They are to be raised from when they are able. So there are different reports coming out about productions of layers in Nigeria, like since far back since 1980s, since we have such data available. But in 2020, across Africa, we are the second largest producer of layers of chicken actually. So mostly broiler make up for like 71% of the population in Nigeria, and remaining 29 point something percent goes to layers. So right now, hello, can you hear me? So the screen sharing is on now. So we produce about 21 billion of eggs in Nigeria yearly, which is still not enough for our needs because uh, we only produce 30% of what we consume in the country. The remaining 70% is offset by imports and all other stuff. So there is a viable market in layers production in Nigeria. I don't know. Most people don't go for layers. Yeah, most people go for broilers. I don't know, probably because it's easier and faster to raise them and then get them access to the market easily. So basically, before you start getting your day for layers, you have to get them to a reliable outfit where the outfit that is known for excellence, not the one that you get and then after you feel it, you start having problems. Okay, so yeah, so get your chips from Afrimash, so because they are known for excellence. So within the first 2 weeks after getting them, just give them 6% calcium, then enough water. Water is very important to layers because if you reduce water supply to them, it's going to affect everything about them. From egg production to weight gain and everything, it's going to affect everything about them. So start giving them water as early as possible and then mix calcium, 6% calcium in their water. Then feed them very well. Feed them their required food. So layers start laying eggs commercially from 18 weeks and above, 17, 18 weeks and above. And then it continues to lay till almost 80 weeks. So it depends depending on how they produce well. They can produce a kg of egg while consuming around 2 kg of feed, 0.25 kg of feed they are laying. It depends on how fertile they are. So yeah, also to the facility. So basically, it depends on the system you want to use for rearing your bird. But most likely, you probably should use a frame layer cage system, which should be made most likely into a semi-automatic cage system. So you just have to like I think in the document there's an estimate of how those facilities are made, and then your process about how it, yes, okay, exactly there. Your process about how to do about everything, and then the estimate, cost price estimate for it. So to the main egg production, within the first 15 weeks when you start producing eggs, around 40% of them start laying the eggs, while the other 60 start laying from 21, 22 weeks and above. When they now reach like 30 weeks, egg production will be at optimal point. So from there ends on, it's going to increase significantly, including the weight and size of the eggs to also increase to their like 60 to 70 weeks, where the optimum production is ensured. So I think in this business plan that I set, that I put here for 1,000 beds, they have the potential to produce like 31 crates minimum over a 1 year period. So that's over 10K eggs, so egg crates in a year for just 1,000 beds. So yeah, so for feeding also, I think Afrimash have everything covered for you. So yeah, I think their feeding is rich in necessary supplements. So just make sure you get it from them, and then they will help you with everything from sourcing your chicks, your dead chicks to feed, vaccinations, drugs, and everything. Just get it through them. So water management system, basically, I said it earlier. The most important thing, is water for birds. It's water, layers or broilers. They have to have enough water. So make sure you're giving them clean, fresh drinking water, not just probably something from the dam or a river or something. If you are not sure of the quality of the water, you can mix with aqua. So their water, how they drink water depends on the weather. In hot weather, they take a lot of water, while in cold weather, their water intake is this slowly. Also, vaccination, as I said earlier, Afrimash is going to help you with vaccination. Any vaccines, any type of vaccine you need for your layers, just go to them, even for broilers and all type of birds, they have it. So ensure timely vaccination. Ensure you have all your vaccinations done. It's quite important because this will increase their resistance to disease. And low mortality rates will give you more production, more profit, more production, more quality of eggs. So on sales strategy, this is where I think most farmers really need help in getting their eggs to the final consumer or final buyers. So you just have to develop different type of sales techniques for you to sell your eggs. Sometimes you can make your egg for home delivery, for people who don't want to go out and get them. So just make sure you're able to deliver promptly, and also make it at competitive rates. Your eggs should be at competitive rates, not very expensive or very or at the lesser price or at the lesser end of prices. So just price them competitively according to your market, so you can get more sales, because the whole essence of going into air production is to get more sales, is to sell eggs. If you can't sell them, then they're going to be expensive. So make sure you price your eggs competitively. So I drew up a financial education for someone who wants to start with 1,000 layers, like 1,000 chips. Who wants to start a layer product? Who wants to start layer production with 1,000 chips? So I drew up a financial cost rate. So for people who don't have, like, if you have your equipment set, you can just cross those ones out. Like core production layer, feeding, chips, vaccination, and then miscellaneous. Because you have to account for miscellaneous. Miscellaneous can be part of the drugs. You have to account for how much you're going to spend on drugs too, in case they come down with any infection. So miscellaneous could be around 10% of the whole stuff. Yeah. So just calculate for the number of chips you need, for the vaccines you need, feeding, feeding for 28 weeks. I think Afrimash got it covered on this. then just calculate your miscellaneous. This is the if you are starting 1,000, just have it at the back of your mind. Because this increasing price, you are going to spend like 5 million in a year for it. And then your projected income. For you to get optimal results, you have to make sure everything goes in order. You have to prevent disease. You have to prevent disease. Your vaccination has to be up to date. So because you don't want to have a situation whereby your birds are not producing eggs or producing like the way you want them to produce, the way they're supposed to produce, normal rate. So this is like a projection cost for it. So for someone starting with 1,000 beds in a year, you can be expected to make a sale of 17 million if your beds produce optimally, which you can easily see to. So ensure they produce optimally. With that, if your operating cost is 5 million, and then you make a sales of 17 million in a year, you'll be left with a profit of 12 million. And like what I said also, it depends on how much you pay your workers to. For 1,000 layer farm, you might need to have 2 workers or then a manager on farm. So it depends on how you price their salary or the place you locate them. If you can get them on competitive basis, better. So it's going to total your profit of 12 million. That's for layers. So if you have any question on that, I think I can take questions on layers. Why it's not used to last. Have it in mind. This is the cost.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fatoki. Mr. Fatoki, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can. Go on.
Hello. Thank you so much for the presentation. It was wonderful, and we really appreciate the time that you have taken to prepare this slide. We'll make it available to as many members that are on YouTube listening to us right now. In the meantime, for our folks on YouTube, we're so sorry for some of these technical glitches, and we are grateful that Mr. Akin was able to deliver a wonderful pitch. So my colleague Finn will be taking questions from the chat on YouTube, and she'll be asking them to you, Mr. Akin. So Finn, over to you. Finn, are there questions from the YouTube channel?
Just one very short question. They are very grateful for the wonderful presentation. A number of people are more concerned about broiler and profitability for a broiler farm, and that's what many people want to know.
Okay, yeah, splendid. So let's get started with the broiler part. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. So when starting a broiler farm, broiler management is good management. You are going to make a lot of profit on broilers. It depends on just your management, pure management of the farm. So basically, what you need in good broiler is I think Afrimash also help in sourcing of day-old chips for broilers too. Yeah, so I think you can get reliable chips and it's great performance from them. So what you need to get started with broilers is effective like housing. First off, before you get placed, where are you going to put them? The housing has to be very clean. Everything has to be settled, free from infection. If you've done probably a bad care before, you have to clean it all over to make sure previous diseases won't come up again. So basically, for broilers, just need to have good management to get started with. So first off, Source your chicks from Afrimash. Afrimash. They get reliable chicks. It depends on how much you want to get started. 1,000 and above. I really don't have because analysis price for broiler here, but I'm going to explain it deeply as I can. So I hope you all follow me. So for broiler, first thing is to get your wood shavings down in your farm. I don't know, it depends on how you want to. If it's automatic system for feeding and water, or like for drinking system and water, and for feed rather. If you can afford automatic system, that means you are going to go on in that scale. But for what most farmers do, it's mostly manual. So make sure you have enough manual feeders and drinkers. I For me, the ratio I usually use is a bed, like one feeder to 20 beds, one drinker to 20 beds. With that, you are ensured of optimal performance. Because we all like managing in this country. I've been to farms where they use 1 to 100, like 1 to 200 chips, and then they expect maximal performance. It's not possible because those beds are not feeding up to normal. They are not feeding as they should. So basically, just ensure that you have your own, like you have your own, you have everything you want to use in place. Feeders, drinkers, housing, everything has to be in place. Water system. You have to have a tank in your farm. Like you're supposed to be what. Okay, yeah. So you need to have a tank, a 24-hour water supply in your farm. So for your feed, since you're going to be starting with starter, you can get them from Afrimash. They sell starter feed, very good ones that will ensure optimal growth of your feed of your birds. They also sell battery cages in case you want to use cages and also drinkers. You can get them from Afrimash. They all have everything in place. So to get started, when you get the birds, place them immediately on water. Place them on water immediately. Uh, at my farm where I work, we use iodine in our water, so you can get them on. You can add some iodine inside their water for the day old chicks. Then give them feed as soon as possible. The starter. So from there, ensure they are eating optimally. Because I think you should have a feed this thing, like a feed table for them. Like this is the amount of feed they will consume for day one for day two. Like the way, like if they like as much as they are growing older, they need to consume corresponding feed that will ensure proper growth. So make sure you are giving them the feed basically, then water. Then vaccination is quite important. Start your vaccination very early. Afrimash is going to help you with vaccines. Start start with start with NG vaccine as early as 4 or 5 days. I like giving my birds vaccines very early. So start with placental vaccination. You know, you can drop a vaccination plan or schedule according to how your doctor wants it. So just draw it up for 6 weeks. If you are going to do it for 6 weeks. So yeah, so for effective breeding, just make sure you have like a plan for 6 weeks. And if anything happens, you not really allow your birds to be more than 40 days before you harvest them. Hopefully they will grow to the optimal weight you want them to go to. So apart from feeding, water system, housing, housing must be free of rodents, snakes, and all of that stuff. Make sure you disinfect before even placing your beds. That's important because you have to start you have to start on a good note. And make sure, hey, one thing I'm leaving out, I'm very sorry, is heat. Make sure the heat is enough for your bed, especially the first week, 35 degrees. Have a thermometer. Have a thermometer in your farm. Just don't say this place is hot enough. You might not really like know how the temperature is. So just make sure you have a thermometer in your farm. Make sure they have enough heat and humidity in the farm. Make sure it's enough. Have thermometer always, and whenever the temperature is down, make sure you're adding more. Like for most farmers, they use charcoal pot for their beds in the early days. So make, make sure the charcoal pot, like the charcoal supply is enough, burns a lot of it, and not just wasting. All those ones that produce another things that can affect the respiratory system of birds. Make sure you are getting quality charcoal for your birds. So once there is enough feed for them, feed is okay. Water, I think you're going to have a big start, and then vaccination. Like I said, have a vaccination plan for your farm. Have a vaccination plan for your farm as early as possible. Not just don't just do vaccination anyhow. So have it on hand always. So also, for if you are going into broiler production, there are a lot of metrics you have to know because you don't want to run at loss. So you need to be calculating the feed consumed by your flock per bed. You should be calculating it daily. You should have a standard feed that you are going to feed, and then you should make sure they are missing the corresponding weight for the feed consumed. So draw everything up. I think you can find some important documents online. I'm sorry, I don't have any on me right now because I have one that we use at our farm. I could have just applied it here, but I don't have it. So make sure your FCR, the most important thing in broiler is your FCR. If your FCR is very high, you are running at a loss. You are running at a loss. So it's like feed consumption rate. So the feed consumed to the weight, like appropriate weight that bet you have at a particular week or so. So when you start, like after feeding for a while, and then yeah, the major thing for when they were young, when those birds are still within the first 2 weeks, make sure the feed they have high protein level. That's quite important. When they are getting older, what's it called? You can optimize for energy, or at a very young age, optimize for protein in their feed. I think Afrimash is going to settle all that with you. Starter, grow and finish, and they have it all at affordable prices. So the basic thing you have to do, I think, is just be measuring your feed consumption for each day. In our farm, we measure it for each day. So and note down your appropriate weight for each day, and make sure your beds are not going past 6 weeks, because if they go past that, there is a high probability that you might be running at a loss, because on cost of feed consumption, and vaccines and other stuff might be on cost analysis, you might be running at a loss. So just make sure you do the whole 36, like you're able to grow them within the whole 36 40 days period maximum. So with that, I can assure you, you are going to make a lot of profit from broiler. If you have any question, you can ask.
Thank you very much, Dr. Akin. We are very grateful for a wonderful presentation. Kindly give me a few minutes to curate any other questions. A question, sir. Which breed is the best for hot weather? Cobb 500, Harbour Acre, or Ross 308?
Hello, yes. So the question just asked now. Personally, I recommend that I can vouch for their performance. So I recommend them personally.
Second question. Good evening. How do I get feed on credit for 300 birds from DOC to point of lay?
Okay, I believe the answer for that would be to register for Afrimash membership so that you can get access to the funding from our financial partners, and that way you would have your bed, you can get your beds on credit, and then you pay back after a certain period of time. Kindly visit www.afrimash.com/membership to register for membership. I believe the link is posted right above that particular comment. So visit afrimash.com. Just click on the link that has been posted there and register for Afrimash membership. That will be all the questions for now. Okay, that will be all questions for now. Let's go back to Mr. Collins. Over to you.
Thank you so much.
Are you here, Mr. Collins?
Thank you, Mr. Aki. Yes, I'm here. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I said thank you so much for co-hosting this event. Mr. Akin, thank you so much for coming in and for responding to our questions. We really appreciate it. And to our customers and to our attendees, D Farms too from the Telegram group that was able to join in. Thank you so much. Please, this is not the end per se. That is what I mean is if you still have questions, please kindly call us or send us an email or go to our membership plan and we would respond to you accordingly. We would like to use the opportunity to say thank you for everyone for attending. To everyone that attended via YouTube, thank you so much for your patience with our technical glitches. Thank you so much for your questions and thank you for listening in. We look forward to more of this where we bring in resource people to tell us how to make farms profitable, how to, depending on the nature of the farm, especially for poultry farmers, how to take care of, depending on your farm, depending on the pain points for all attendees that are today. Couple of times we'll be sending out surveys to know the topics that you are most interested in, that you want to learn about, that you want to know, and we'll find a resource or one or two resource persons to come and talk to us. In the meantime, the next webinar coming up, just to give you a brief highlight, we will have representative from another fintech organization who are open to microcredit schemes to farmers. And so be on the lookout because as time goes on, as part of, we'll have a resource person to discuss an issue, and then we'll have a fintech organization that is offering access to loans, microcredit scheme. The idea is to expand, our learning process, our horizon, to serve you better, who are our customers of Afrimash. And so with that, we'll bring this webinar to a close and say bye-bye and good night. Thank you so much, and thank you for attending. We look forward to seeing you on our next webinar. Bye-bye. Finn, are you still here?
Yes, everyone is still here.
Yes, we are here.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Don't edit it. Don't edit it.
So, okay. Are there any challenges? Any questions? Any more questions?
Yes, but we are attending to them
questions, but we are
via chat.
attending to them via chat.
Oh, okay, okay.